As we enter the new year, you might be thinking about setting up an estate plan or making changes to your existing plan. Roger McEowen joins us with some guidance. Roger, thank you so much for being with us, and Happy New Year to you. Now, when doing estate planning, it's important to make sure not to overlook the power of attorney documents. Expand on that.
That's right. Good to be with you, Tammy, and Happy New Year to you and everybody at RFD-TV. These documents, powers of attorney documents, designate who can act on your behalf in making financial decisions for you and healthcare decisions for you if you aren't able to, or in one instance, don't simply want to. Powers are very important for farmers and ranchers, and you have to pay attention to the type of power that you create. A financial power could be either a durable power or a springing power, and a healthcare power designates someone else, or perhaps your family members as a whole, collectively, to make medical decisions according to your desires as expressed in the document. So give some thought. I know FSA has a power of attorney form that you can use. What I'm talking about here is a much more elaborate financial power for lots of different types of business decisions that you may need somebody to make for you.
Right, definitely. Anything to keep in mind when it comes to deciding the limiting authority?
Well, we often talk to people about maybe limiting the agent's authority to deal with non-farm assets. That might be a good approach, something good to think about. It also might be good to have multiple agents and give one the power to handle farm assets and another one the power to deal with non-farm assets. So just a technique there that I think that little approach a lot of people don't think of.
Now, I know tax planning is also a big focus this time of year. As a matter of fact, my New Year's Day tradition is getting all those receipts together, so I am ready to go. Any guidance for farmers on that front?
Yeah, tax season will be upon us pretty soon, and a lot of farmers prepay expenses. And of course, we're now into 2025. But if you prepaid expenses in 2024, you can't get the deduction in 24 if all you did was go down to the co-op and write out a check and they credited your supply account. It's much more detailed than that. So make sure you do it right. We'll be talking about that probably occasionally throughout the year. If you got an ERP payment in 2024, that's not deferrable to 2025 because that relates to prior crop years. So don't think you can defer that into 25. You're going to have to report that. If you sold more livestock than usual during 2024 because of weather-related conditions, there are a couple of tax provisions we can use to defer that tax. And if you bought equipment late in 2024, consider whether it's better to use bonus depreciation or expense method depreciation or both. But generally, I would say if you finance that purchase in 2024, then you want to elect out of bonus depreciation so that you can match up the yearly depreciation amount with your loan payment.
Some good tax tips right there. Any final thoughts as we start the new year?
Well, I'm compiling my list of the top developments for 24, and I'm sure as I go through those in the coming weeks here with you and others on RFD TV, I'm sure that ag law and tax is going to continue to be at the forefront of the issues in 2025 too.
All right, that's Roger McEowen with the Washburn School of Law. Thank you so much for your time and that insight today.